The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the November 15th, fantastic Friday edition of today's opening bell on The Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I absolutely treasure your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with the tools that each of us need in order to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, truly, that's what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is the tool I call Help Yourself by Helping Others. You know, select with care the area of your livelihood and make certain that you love what you do. For when you love your work and you believe that you can help others, your life and your work will take on a special meaning, a meaning with extraordinary significance. As one who gives joyously and thankfully, as one who is ever ready to assist another, you may be much more likely to be successful than the person who is not giving of themselves. And always remember, the more one works and plants, the more one can harvest. The more good one can do, the more success one can achieve. You know, service to others, it's a creative process, and it creates an energy which can manifest itself in many ways. And folks, it can always bring deeper meaning into each of our lives. Success, yes, it takes on many forms. You know, wealth and fame are only one kind of success. Perhaps you have a special talent to help those who seem to have no talent at all. Remember, every act of helping is a way of saying yes to life. Help yourself, folks, by helping others, and guess what? You'll have a great day, and better yet, an incredible life. Folks, I am grateful that you've turned into what I like to call the Gratitude Channel. And the coolest thing about the Gratitude Channel is that it's an energy multiplier. Gratitude, it's the most powerful tool that each of us have. Each day, we should begin by tuning into our own gratitude frequency. You can do it by writing down 2 or 3 things each day that you are grateful for. If I ask you that question right now, what are you grateful for? Are there 2 or 3 things that you've written down that you know that you could just simply flip off the top of your head? You should be able to do that. Write those things down. Maybe it's just on a pad of paper. Maybe it's taking advantage of that memo pad in your phone. Maybe it's your iPad, your computer. But at least each day, start off by if you started the day off by identifying 3 things that you are grateful for, you're going to have a great day. Take advantage of those memo pads of ours, and let us not forget to always give thanks to the areas of our lives that may be challenging to us. Something to think about. How about that? Giving thanks to the things in our lives right now that may be challenging to us. For those, guess what? They're just unanswered questions that we will one day answer. And when answered, guess what? We'll be grateful for that solution. And we can add that to our gratitude list. This is TFNN, and this is the Gratitude Channel. Let's go check out these markets here right now. Dow futures up 29 points, trading out at 15,867. S&P up almost 4 points, trading out at 1791 and change. NASDAQ futures up about 5 points, trading out at 34.15 and change out here. Russell 2000 up. King dollar back 14 cents, trading out at 80.94. Looks like most movement out here is in the Great British Pound. So we'll take a look at the currency market, though. The Aussie dollar looks like that's moving. The South African rand, that's moving as well. Goldilocks is up 40 cents right now, so we got a flat market in gold and silver. Gold's trading out at $12.8680, silver at $20.72. Natural gas is back just a tad. Light sweet crude up 70 cents as we speak, trading out at $94.43. Our call-in number, 877-927-6648. If you give us a call, would love to take your call and answer whatever question you've got out there. A quick peek around the globe. The FTSE is up 21 points right now. We'll see if the FTSE is going to be able to take out those 2007 highs. It's been trading up against resistance. We'll take a look at that stock chart. The DAX, it's up 23 points right now. Beautiful things over in Asia last night. You had the Nikkei up 2%, breaking out of a consolidation. The Hang Seng up 1.7%. How about that? Percent. That was up $383 out there. And the Shanghai also up 1.7%, up $37. So where do we begin? Let's go over and check out what went on around the globe last night. Let's go check on that. Here's the chart of the Nikkei. If you're listening on your radio or your mobile device at TFNN.mobi, thank you so much for doing that. Remember, you can catch the live stream of the show by going to the homepage at TFNN.com. Over on the upper right-hand side, you'll see a button, 3 little smartphones. You can click on that. And, hey, don't forget, this weekend the Tiger Dollar promotion runs out, so do not hesitate at all to get over. Send your friends, your family over there. Have them buy you a nice gift. Get that out of the way early, the gift that keeps on giving. Plus, they get another 25%, or you get 25% on whatever investment it is that you make in yourself out there. And we take a look here. Also, this show is archived on Channel 9, but we're looking at a consolidation box range out here that was the Nikkei has been traveling in ever since really September 3rd out here as it had gapped up. And that consolidation range running from about we'll say the lows of 30, how about that? 13,830, we'll call it 13,830, up to a high of about 14,760. Take the difference there. And guess what? That is where we'll go map that out. Now, what we also can see here inside of the Nikkei, and I've been planning for this larger Gertley buy. That's the 0.618 Gertley buy, the larger pattern out here down around 11,667. Don't know that we're going to get that. Looks like at least the Nikkei here is going to do the A to B equals CD up. That's going to give you a price projection of 15,548, close to 15,165 out here. If we go just take a look at the consolidation box, just give you because when you break a consolidation, price will move equal to or greater than that consolidating pattern. That says that what the Nikkei probably wants to do out here is more likely get up to about 16,202. And at 16,202, really at the level of 15,942.60, that's going to be an important area to watch. That was a big old bearish engulfing session here on the daily basis. That takes you back to May 23rd out there. So those are the highs that the Nikkei is tackling, but I don't have volume, but it does suggest 15,553, more likely 16,202 or so is the area that the Nikkei wants to travel to. We mentioned the FTSE. Let's go see what the FTSE is doing out here. It doesn't look like it is. I need to update this. Doesn't look like it's yet able to take on that black diagonal or black horizontal line going across our screen out here. It's the weekly chart that we are looking at. Still not able to get over the July highs of 67.54.10. It's trading out at 66.87.58 as we speak. Let's take a look here at the DAX, see what the DAX is doing. Daily chart shows the DAX is, not that far away from the top of its rising price channel. Of course, that's not the one coming off of the March lows out here. This is the one coming off of the lows back in August of 2011, but everything looks pretty bullish there. We take a look at the Hang Seng. Let's go see what the Hang Seng is doing. Hang Seng had formed a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD down. Did that almost to the exact number. Did that on November 13th, so 2 trading sessions ago. That 1-to-1 projection, 22,459. It got down to 22,463 out there, gapping up here, leaving a little bit of an island reversal. I don't know if these islands really mean a whole lot inside of the inside of the Hang Seng. I mean, I suppose they really should. We saw a little bit of an island reversal right down here, August 28th, 29th, and 30th out there. Created a little island reversal on September 3rd when we saw a gap up. So you've just seen another island reversal that formed out here inside of the Hang Seng last night. Maybe it has the same meaning out there. The Shanghai, let's go see what the Shanghai here is doing. It was up a nice 1.7% out here, but still really a bearish pattern as we take a look at it. Was not able to take out the downdraft here from the prior session, so not as bullish as the other indexes that, I take that back. We just updated it. Excuse me. My apologies out there. We didn't have yesterday's information, and for some reason I do have the volume here, so it does look like a reversal. Looks like an A to B equals CD down. Looks like it was a Gartley pattern that had formed inside of the Shanghai. If we go draw that in on our charts out here, take a look at this here. So there's your about a 50% Gartley buy pattern out here, and a nice move with some volume inside of it yesterday. Let's take a look at Goldilocks and silver. I mentioned a flat market out here. Gold yesterday closing just underneath the swing point. That swing point being October 15th's high out there of 1287.70. First move is it needs to close above that to signal a move up to what I would consider to be about the 1332 level. That's going to be that descending price channel line that is out there. That's the red line going from left to right on my screen to the down arrow. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the trend line. Then you're only going to see one line on my screen out here. So right now the Goldilocks is trying to break out. Let's go take a look at silver, see what it is doing. Silver struggling. Now what silver did is at least it tested the lows from the trading session of October 15th. That's a swing point low, but had only 28,000 contracts and came in there with 55,000 contracts on November the 13th out here. A little bit of a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, but the body of the session from November 13th is so small, you kind of have to use that one with a grain of silver. Maybe a grain of salt out there. Not the not the largest reversal signal that you could see out here. With this little downdraft from November the 12th as well, it's a bit iffy inside of silver. Let's take a look at light sweet crude, see what it is doing. Nothing more than just simply working off that oversold condition, getting ready to tackle lower prices, 91.31, maybe 85 or so, down to the bottom of the but down to the bottom of the consolidation out there. Bonds here, moving higher, trying to probably get up. If we take a look at some retracement out here, let's see what kind of retracement. Well, they've hit the 0.382 retracement of the last leg down out there, but not looking overly bullish in bonds. Moving in the markets here this morning, you got Voxel Jet to the upside, BioMarin Pharmaceuticals to the downside. We'll be right back, folks.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Strong like bull, said Kimosabi out here. Folks, we're taking a look at the Euro Japanese yen. That is our currency market. That is our barometer of where the market is likely to head to. It tracks the U.S. stock market better than any other currency pair out there. You can see here that it, yesterday was able to take out the 0.786 retracement level, where this is the daily chart that we're looking at out here. Quite frankly, nothing real bearish about it other than the top of the consolidation pattern that it's going to trade into. It's got a bit higher to run. The top of that level is 135.44. Right now it's trading out at 135.17. Now, I do believe, don't trust me on this, but if you go back and you take a look at the last 6 Fridays, maybe somebody out in the den, they'll do that. Go take a look at the last 6 Fridays. I believe the last 6 Fridays, we've seen an up day. So the question is this going to be lucky 7? Are we going to see a 7th up day out there? Maybe somebody can confirm that for me here right now. The Euro Japanese yen currency pair, it says it wants to at least go tag those highs out here. The question is going to be, now what we can see is this 1.618 butterfly. This is a butterfly sell pattern. You got 2 great signals out here. So we will learn more from this chart here with regard to what the market wants to do than anything else out there. Because as this high has been hit before, and that's we're talking 135.43-ish range, each time up we have seen a bearish reversal signal. You saw a bearish engulfing candle. That was on October 23rd. You saw a big old bearish engulfing candle on October 23rd. Price ran down to the bottom of the consolidation, the bottom of the swing point out here. Should we see another bearish reversal signal at the top? What that'll do is that'll send prices lower in the markets. How much lower? Well, yet to be determined, but strong like bull. Strong like bull is this market out here. So now, on the other hand, knowing that you've got this 1.618 butterfly, knowing that we have seen reversal sessions as this area gets hit, if this area instead gets taken out. And look, folks, this market up here is not overbought nor oversold, so it has room to run to the upside. That thing gets taken out. Guess what, folks? Like any other consolidation, this thing will move equal to or greater than the actual consolidation zone out there. That will put fuel in these markets. So this is a chart we want to be paying attention to. We know there's been some divergence out there. What else are we going to pay attention to? Well, we're coming into a full moon this Sunday evening. Hopefully the skies will be clear. It'll be a nice, big, beautiful full moon. If we go take a look at the little chart I've got out. No, that's not the chart I wanted to take a look at. Let's go take a look at our lunar schedule out here. Take a look at new moons and full moons. Now, the full moon of September the 19th, the market was moving up, and that marked a pretty decent reversal inside the markets. The retracement came all the way back down to the swing points here in August. So we have seen full moons at highs that have identified reversal areas. However, these last 2 lunar schedules out here, the full moon of October 18th, that really did nothing. The market was moving up. It certainly didn't mark a high in the market. We had a new moon that came in on November the 1st out here. That didn't do anything. That certainly didn't mark a high. Didn't really mark, didn't really mark a low because we did see price move down below that. That was on Thursday, November the 7th out here. So whether or not the full moon is going to do anything, what I can tell you is the last two lunar, the new and the full, really, in my opinion, did absolutely nothing out there. So I wouldn't rely on that. What was interesting as I was flipping through some of my charts here last night is at the last Friday, November 7th, I just simply overlooked it because I had another chart that was in the way. We did have a moon conjunct Pluto. Remember Friday we had that big, Thursday we had the big move down, and then Friday we had a big move up on, it was November 7th. November 7th was that moon conjunct Pluto, and oftentimes it'll mark lows and sometimes significant lows in the marketplace. If you take a look at June 24th here, 2013, big low. How about November 16th out there of 2012? Big low in the marketplace. Well, guess what? We had one of those come in here, and so maybe we're back on track with the moon conjunct Pluto out there. So something for us to also be paying attention to. Now, here's a cool chart. Let's go take a look at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. We'll put that up on the screen. All that is needed for the bulls to actually take full control of the NYSE today is 172 or more net advancing issues. Now, here is the New York Stock Exchange. This is taking us back into the 2007 highs, the high of which is 10,387. The low of that swing point on a weekly basis, and we are on a weekly chart, is 10,163.24. You're at 10,130.52 right now. You close at 10,163.24 or higher. Guess what that says? A test of the highs at 10,387. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. It's that time of year again, and our semi-annual Tiger Dollar sale is back. For a limited time only, you can get a 25% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase, and included in your purchase, you'll gain access to an exclusive 4-hour live trading event with Tom O'Brien on November 19th called Strategies for Trading ETFs, a live trading event. The only way to gain access to this exclusive 4-hour workshop with Tom O'Brien, which includes live trading, is by purchasing Tiger Dollars as part of this promotion. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN products and never expire, so now is a perfect time to get your 25% bonus. Don't delay, this will be our last Tiger Dollar promotion in 2013, so act today. For all the details and to get your 25% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase today while gaining access to Tom O'Brien's exclusive 4-hour online workshop and live trading session specifically on ETFs, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
We're off to the races. We got the Dow up 15 points, trade out at 15. 890. S&P up about 2 points, trading at 1792. Composite up 2 points as well, trading out at 3974. Russell 2000 not yet up and out of bed, but it should get up and out of bed. Apple down 36 cents. Microsoft off 6 pennies. Google up 11 cents out here. Equinix, EQIX, up 5% this morning, up $7 and change. LinkedIn up $4 and change. Voxel Jet up $4 and change. Fonar Corp, FONR up 30%. Man, that's a nice move out there. We'll see what is behind that. Looks like they announced their revenue, $16 million versus $9 million, so that's a nice growth out there. Well, I'm not familiar with that equity, so maybe we ought to get familiar with it. Fonar, F-O-N-R. What do they do out here, Fonar Corp? They engage in design, manufacture, sales, service of magnetic resonance imaging scanners out here. So first, let's take a look here at ExxonMobil. I had a question in the den about Warren Buffett took I believe about a 40 million share stake inside of ExxonMobil. Now, beautiful looking stock chart. ExxonMobil has been traveling in a 7-point consolidation range out here. The low of which is right around the area of December 31st, out at the $84 range out here. So I imagine that Warren was using some technical trading. Maybe he listens in at TFNN, saw that consolidation pattern, decided to start buying into a company like this. Now, if we get a close over this consolidation level, it's close. And really what it really needs to do for some conviction is get above 95.49. That's the high from July 23rd. 7.4 million shares out there, but it should be able to do that. So far today, already 3 million shares. So what we're going to see here is another 7-point move inside of ExxonMobil. So closed, the top of the consolidation right around 94. So figure ExxonMobil right around the 101 mark is where it should trade to. Now, if we take a look at this on a longer-term chart, let's put this on a weekly chart out here. How about this strong resistance? So it's now really became some strong support. But let's get rid of this here. So 101, if I pull this back further here, 101 is going to take you actually above its 2008 highs out here. So the high inside ExxonMobil, $96.12 out here. So it looks like it's going to try to jettison that. And that 7-point consolidation range, it's gone by the wayside out here. So that's on ExxonMobil. That's a weekly chart that we are looking at. We'll change that back to the daily chart. Now let's go check out this Fonair, F-O-N-R is the ticker symbol. Let me put that in another tab here on my screen. Give me a moment to get back here. We'll call this the show up. Not for you to show up, but just simply because on the show it is up, right? F-O-N-R is the ticker symbol. So that's up a nice 23% here this morning. This is not the first sign of strength inside this equity. Let's pull this thing back a bit here. This thing has had a pretty darn nice run as of late. So this thing had a nice sign of strength back here in October of 2012, 2.5 million shares to the upside. So not the most liquid of stocks. We see here another sign of strength inside this equity on October 2nd. That sign of strength only had 821,000 shares. So far today, it's taken out a B point of an A to B equals CD up. That's from November the 5th. That high out there is 1290, only 293,000 shares so far today, 143,000 shares. So we'll see if it can take that level out. Let's take a look here to the downside. Let's see, we got Tesla Motors, Apple. Tesla's off $2, Apple off $1.50, not a big deal. Alexion Pharmaceuticals off about $1 right now. Western Digital down 97 cents out here. Let's go take a look at the currency market. Then we'll come take a look at some stocks that are moving and grooving to the upside. So let's take a look at our currency pairs. We haven't done that yet. We did take a look at the euro Japanese yen out here. But let's take a look at the euro U.S. dollar. Let's look at the daily chart out here. The euro U.S. dollar now firmly above the old resistance level. That's the black horizontal line coming off of the June 18th swing point out here. So the euro U.S. dollar, let's take a look at the retracement levels on this. We'll go take a look at an intraday chart here shortly. So far, only the 0.382 area, but the euro should be able to make its way up to about 1.3626 out here. That's your 0.618 retracement. At least that's what the daily chart suggests. If we take a look at a intraday time frame out here, see if we got any patterns inside the euro. Oh, we most certainly do. So inside the euro U.S. dollar, it's begun this little rising price channel. You can see the descending price channel. That price was traveling within. Inside, that's the red diagonal lines going across my screen out here. The euro broke through that level with some conviction, did it at 12 noon on November 13th. You take a look at this little rising price channel that it is traveling within. Price was contained inside there. That was this morning about 5:30. That level was hit. Just a slight close below it. No big deal. Now the euro should move to the top of that level. Top of that level, probably a new A to B equals CD up. And this, again, is the 30-minute chart that we are looking at for the euro U.S. dollar. That would look like this here. So you can see it's made the one-to-one, but it's doing it here with some wide-ranging bars coming in there. So the next level, 1.352. 1.352, what? I can't really read that. Well, it looks like 1.3528 looks like to be the next target area for the euro U.S. dollar currency pair. Let's go take a look at the Great British Pound, then we'll look at the 30-minute chart. After we look at the daily, we know the Great British Pound has been traveling with inside its consolidation as well, and yeah, it's making a move higher out here. It's going to go test out the top of that consolidation, which is right in the range of about 162.5. Let's go see what the intraday chart, see if there's any kind of price channel or anything inside the Great British Pound U.S. dollar currency pair. Looks like all we have here right now noted is an A to B equals CD up, that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up, but that's not all she'll do. But the 1-to-1 takes you to 1.617 out there. But it really wants to get to about, looks like, well, maybe 1.617 is the number, because what we've seen here as of late is really a sideways move. So we'll call that the next target here for the Great British Pound U.S. dollar. Let's go take a look at the U.S. dollar Japanese yen. Let's go see what it is doing. U.S. dollar Japanese yen. We'll start off with a 30-minute chart out here. Now, this had been traveling in a rising price channel, broke through that area. It has started a new rising price channel out here. This looks like it wants some higher price. In fact, we ought to see this currency pair start to make a turn northward here in within the next hour or so. That's U.S. dollar Japanese yen. Let's go take a look at the daily chart. See what the daily chart has in store for us. See what kind of move is going on here. U.S. dollar Japanese yen is trying to make the 1 to 1.618. A to B equals CD pattern. No bears out here. Nice candle formation yesterday. Looks like this wants to head up to the swing point high of September the 11th out there. So a nice little Gertley buy pattern that this had formed. This is now turned. This could actually turn into the larger A to B equals CD up. Let's see what that looks like here. Give me a moment. We'll go draw that in as soon as I can grab the tool. There we go. Let's take a look at this A to B equals CD pattern. We'll put that one in red. Yeah, so looks like what the U.S. dollar Japanese yen wants to do is travel up to about the 101.36-ish range. It's going to run into a bit of resistance as it makes that 100% move of a move up here at about 100.59, but it looks like it should be able to break through that area. So that's on our currency pairs. We covered the commodities earlier, so let's go. We took a look at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's go look at the indexes. Let's take a look at. Now we took a look at the weekly chart on the New York Stock Exchange. Let's go take a look at the daily chart on the NYSE. The daily chart on the NYSE. It's first right now. The New York Stock Exchange is traveling out at. Let me see here what we've got. Let me switch over to the tab. So the New York Stock Exchange is up 18 points this morning. So the NYSE is actually the leader in the clubhouse. So that's not good if you're bearish out there. And we've got net advancing issues at 169. Only needs 172 in order for the bulls to truly take control. Now they've taken control of the volume oscillator, just not the summation index line and or the price oscillator out here. But if we take a look at this, let me do this for you. Pull this chart over if you're watching us on TigerTV. Where is it? Okay, so if you look at the bottom of my chart out here, I don't know. Okay, if you look at the bottom of my chart, I've got the summation index. That's where my cursor is at right now. Just below that is the McClellan volume oscillator out here, and you can see when the volume oscillator is above the zero line. That's this little black horizontal line going across my screen out here. So if we take a look at this first area, when the volume oscillator is above the zero line, price moves higher. If you come back here to the time frame of September 3rd all the way through the September 20th, we had price moving up. If you come back a little bit further from July the 5th all the way through the time period of July 29th, price was moving up. Come back a little bit further when the price oscillator got above the zero. April 23rd. Through the time period here of about May 21st out there, price was moving up. Well, the volume oscillator here, went above the zero line. Did that on November the 13th as we had that wide-ranging bar coming right in that 0.786 area. Well, look, folks, we've got a three-drive to a top pattern. You had the key reversal session, bearish engulfing. You had it all on the trading session of October 30th. 10-127 was the high. You're up above that level now. This wants higher price, just like that weekly chart. If I go back to the weekly chart for the New York Stock Exchange, which you'll also notice here, these key reversal sessions, they are important to be paying attention to. You can see the weekly ones that I have noted on this chart out here. But as we speak about this week here right now, remember the number 10-163.24. You get a close inside there. That doesn't give you the 100% assurance, but it gives you a PDG one, a pretty darn good one, that what we will see is a test of the highs inside of the NYSE. And as I said, right now, that is the leader in the clubhouse, both dollar-wise and percentage-wise, inside of the market. So the move down here actually seems like a good buying opportunity if you're an intraday trader. Let's go to Lou in Nashua. Lou, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Okay, and you?
I'm doing just fine, thanks. You wanted to look at the S&P 500?
That's right, the Mini.
Oh, the E-mini, okay. And what time frame are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking to go long by calls.
Long some calls on it?
That's right.
Okay. Well, you know what I see on the ES Mini, so if you're going, it's not for a day trade out here. It looks to me like the ES Mini, the next target area.
It's going to be for longer term. Actually.
Longer term, yeah. So here's what I would do then. So from a longer-term standpoint, here's how I would go ahead and play it. I would be focused on I would be paying attention to this chart here, which is the Euro-Japanese yen, because there's one of two things, in my opinion, one of two outcomes is likely to happen. Number one, I expect we'll see an update today. It's going to be a Friday. The market's been up for the entire week. We've had 6 or 7 Fridays in a row. Folks who are short, that sphincter muscle is going to get really tight right around the 3 o'clock, 3:30 time frame here. So we ought to see a nice push higher inside of the futures market close up, maybe near the session highs. Now, it all depends on what also happens here in the Euro-Japanese yen, because this does have an influence on our markets out here. And so, Lou, it's up near its highs where it has reversed before, and you have to respect these reversal areas. So one of two things are either going to happen here. Either we're going to see the Euro-Japanese yen get above the consolidation range, which right now is 135.44 is the number. If we see it close above that on a daily basis, it's likely to be a real breakout. And it will know that because of any test that comes back there and holds that area. And that will put some real energy into the markets. So if you see it close above that area, that's when I would go ahead and pull a trigger going along the call options that you want inside the S&P 500. The second thing, which might be an even nicer option for you, is that this area here acts as resistance, and what we see is a little bit of a pullback here, perhaps next week. And then, I don't know that it's a correction to play to the downside, because so far when we've seen the Euro-Japanese yen get up to this area, up to the size and the pullbacks have been relatively minor out here. So that's what I would be looking at in order for you to be able to make your call today, in order to make that call today for you. All right? Oh, I might have lost Lou out there.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Does that make sense? So I think we're up at a point here where it's either you're gonna take a long call position on a pullback, or you're gonna do it on a breakout here of the Euro-Japanese yen. That's how I would trade it if I were you.
Okay. Do you have time to look at the euro?
Yes. Well, I what are you looking to do on the euro?
Shot it?
No, don't do that. Do not short the euro. The euro wants a higher price. The euro broke above a resistance line. That's the level of 134.14 out here. You can short it if it gets below that area. Otherwise, the euro actually wants to travel up to about 1.3626. So I would not suggest shorting the euro here right now.
Excellent. Thank you.
All righty. You bet. 877-927-6648. We get back. We're going to go out to Denver, take a look at IAG. Be right back, folks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Have you subscribed to the Gold Report yet? On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.69% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began. And right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber as this volatile gold market makes its way back into positive territory after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial today by visiting TFNN.com.
The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, sponsored by Nadex. Up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 27, S&P is up 2, and please don't forget, this weekend marks the end of our Tiger Dollar promotion. This is the time to really take advantage of it. Make sure, there are going to be folks that our loved ones going to be saying, hey, what can I get you for the holidays? And now is the time. Those questions are going to come up, and just send them over to the TFNN website out there. Have them get you some Tiger Dollars. What a great way to be able to have them invest in you, and then you invest right back in them. Let's go out to Denver, Colorado, to Addie. Addie, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you this morning? Addie,
are you there?
I sure am. Thanks for calling.
I just heard a funny noise. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Did you want to look at IAG, I believe? Tell me what you're doing and how I can help you.
Well, I bought it a couple days ago along with RGLD and SLW, and it's not really doing well. In fact, it went down some after I bought it and is now just coming back up today, I guess, yesterday and today. So just not sure about it as sure as I am about RGLD, and wondered if you could.
Sure. So when I take a look at IAG, you've got some, I guess it's got some. I'll tell you where the resistance areas are, and it's certainly in a downtrend out here after making the highs back on August 27th, and you haven't seen a sign of strength or really a rejection of a swing point here just yet. So it's possible that it's still a good trade. I don't know where your stop is at, but if this thing closes, well, it could easily trade back into about the $4.20 range out there. You've got an open gap, an open window out there. So that's one possibility. Volume here coming down on November the 8th, 8.2 million shares. Last time that price was down in this area was on October 11th, and that had 6 million shares. So it's kind of picking up volume on the way down out here. You'd really like to see a sign of strength. If this does move off of the lows out here, it's going to run into resistance around the 559-ish range. So
I don't know
if I want to
hold on that long.
Okay. Well, that's if it really moves higher. You've got real resistance because of the gap down that occurred in this equity on November the 7th out there. So this one has got some real resistance, overhead resistance in the equity. You said RGLD was one of the other ones. Now, I like that. Let me go ahead and put that one on my screen here. Give me a moment to put that up.
Doing much better.
Yeah, and so I like I've got this notated for a couple of different. I've been in and out of this trade a few times. I do like this. Now, here's the deal with RGLD though, as well. Gold. You need to see gold actually confirm that it is also going to break out, because without gold confirming that breakout, this will struggle to move higher. Right. So you need to see that occur at the same time. And what that means is what you first want to be able to see is today you would like to see this close out about gold close out above 1287.70. It's trading at 1287.50 right now. As long as it can clear that swing point, that gives you some real promise, and I would say gold should run up into about the 1322 level out there. So I like the trade on RGLD better, but what you're now looking for is a confirmation from gold out here. All right?
Right. Thanks.
Hey, you bet. So much. Thanks so much for calling, and have a great weekend. Folks, stay tuned. The Nadex Bull Bear binary option is up next. Again, don't forget our Tiger Dollar promotion. Make $25 on an investment in yourself. Make sure you tell everyone that loves you, who's going to be buying you a gift, that is what you want for the holidays. Folks, it is Fantastic Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Love being here with you all week. I will look forward to seeing you first thing Monday morning. Take care, folks. What's the one thing that pulls people back from the breakthrough that they're moving towards? What's the only thing that really stops people from taking action? You and I both know the answer, and sure, we can come up with the reasons why we're not where we want to be, but the only reason that we don't do more with our life is fear. Or if you're an overachiever, call it stress. Simply put, there's something that happened to us in our past that's holding us back from the life we deserve. Yet, you and I are okay, we're here. So why should we let our past control our future? Exactly. We shouldn't. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes with TFNN.com, and when it comes to your trading and investing, I can help you overcome your fear of loss. Together, we'll turn weakness into strength with a system I've developed called Mastering Probability. I'll teach you how to make your money work harder for you than you do for it. I'll teach you the tools that provide financial freedom. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com, click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and begin your journey of mastering probability risk-free. It's time to become a pioneer of your future versus a prisoner of your past.